Howdy ho, neighborinos. Welcome to another episode of Herm's House Podcast. I am your host, Herm. And this is, as always, my lovely, beautiful, gorgeous co-host, Christine. Hi,
Hi.
babe. I was waiting for you to do the ugly face, but
Man,
you
that was
didn't.
it just like I was like, "Ugh,
You
don't
didn't.
like the
You didn't
face.
do it. You always do the ugly face, and you didn't do it. So I
And
was like,
didn't.
So you need
I'm
another
trying to
compliment.
embrace the beauty and embrace you like talking me up all the time. And I always get all like, there it is. There it was.
No, I know, but it wasn't while I was saying it.
No, because I was like, just accept it, accept the compliment, accept them. It's okay. You deserve them. That intro you did
Yep.
to change the subject, the Heidi Ho Neighborino. What is
Howdy
that
ho,
from?
neighborinos. Really?
I wouldn't be asking if I didn't know what it was from.
Tool time.
Is that what he says?
Howdy ho, neighborinos. Yes, Wilson, the dude that had half a face
Oh.
on their neighbor.
I know
Um,
exactly who that is. I
yep.
just don't remember him saying that.
Yeah, he would say it all the time.
But then again, I was like, 8.
Okay, I'm not sure why we had to go that route, but
Oh,
sure.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's.
I was more interested in Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Well,
You
I
know,
mean, I get it. I
he's so
guess
cute.
they didn't have a
He's still so cute.
because he's still little.
Yeah, that's why I said he's
He's
still so cute. He's
still little,
older, but still so cute.
right? He hasn't really
Which also I kind of feel bad for
grown.
saying, but like he was like typecast back then, and he hasn't grown out of that typecast. He
Right.
still looks the same.
Mhm.
They brought him back, I think, when Tim Allen did the what was the other show he just did? He's done another one since.
Shifting Gears is the most.
That's
recent
the
one.
most recent, but I'm
Mhm.
trying.
The one with where he owns like a sporting goods store. Or
Yes,
something like
that one.
Yeah, I don't remember what that one's called.
They brought him on as the love interest for one of his daughters,
Oh,
and I was like, oh my god, I still love him. He's still so cute, but he still looks the same.
I don't
Which
remember that one.
good for him.
Sure.
Just a little bit older, like the little 11 marks that we have on our foreheads.
11 mark? Is that what they're called?
Well, I call him 11.
Well, I guess mine aren't.
Well, because I have we talked about last episode, RBF, so my
Really
eyebrows
beautiful face.
naturally go like this. If you're watching, I'm scowling.
But I'm trying to scowl and I don't see an 11.
You have more
Like a banana, like a caterpillar thing. What's going on over there?
Yours look more like butt cheeks.
Oh, really? I got butt cheek forehead?
No, it's got a
Ugh.
space in between.
That's
You know,
weird.
your 11 spot like makes a face of its own. It almost looks like a sad dog,
Oh.
like with big old jowls. Look at that. Look at.
Oh, it's Bevo reincarnated.
Oh, right on your forehead for everyone to see. If you're not watching this,
Yeah.
this is
Should jump onto the YouTube. I'm sure this will probably be a short, but
yeah. There's gonna have to be. Wait, let's do that dog one more time.
now I'm going to talk with my eyebrows.
With your eyebrows. Anyways,
Bevo doesn't make his appearance over here.
Yeah, it's the sign of aging.
For those that don't know, Bevo was my first and only dog that I had for 13 and a half years, and then he died.
Oh,
But
R.I.P. Bevo.
Still the best dog ever. I even got a tattoo of him on my leg.
On your leg. I'm
My
surprised
laser
you didn't
leg.
try to bring that leg up to show everybody.
No, tripping. Get out of here.
Because we don't know if you're wearing pants.
Nah,
Huh?
or am I?
Are you?
We'll never know.
Mm.
But anywho, as during the season, we always start.
Oh, football season.
yes,
If you're listening,
it
it's
is.
football season.
It's football
If you're
season.
catching up and you're listening like in January or February or
Still
non-football
football
season,
season, just for the record.
sorry,
January and February.
you're gonna get football, and you're probably like "Pfft, old news.
Yeah. Oh,
But anyways.
we already knew. Yeah. But anyways,
I have my 2 coffee mugs today.
because one actually has coffee in it.
One actually has coffee.
I know,
One
you
has
made
water.
me a coffee too.
I did make you coffee with my Nespresso. But anyways, I was trying to distract you from your football minute, so you know.
Why
Go
do you
for
think
it.
that's what was going to happen? That's where I'm confused. Why you think that's what was going to happen? Because we all know that Herm's Football Minute is the most sought after segment of this show. The Dallas Cowboys did not lose to the Green Bay Packers, although we thought for sure they were going to lose. They were a 9.5-point underdog going into this game, and we didn't lose. Now, we didn't win. We tied. Unfortunately, it's the first team in history to have over 40 points or 40-plus points with 300-plus yards, no turnovers, and to not win the game. It was the record was like 300-0. Now it's 300-0-1. We have what would be a very winnable game, but the last time that I thought it was a winnable game, it wasn't a winnable game at all because we lost to dumb Bears. But there's that. In other news, we lost again for the Vikings. This is just I'm playing the same routine here. We lost again, and this Saturday is our last game, so hopefully the pain will stop.
Yeah, I think it's like deja vu every time I hear Football Minute these days.
Well, because
it is what it is. It is what it is.
you know, my team is young, and
The Cowboys?
We're talking about the Vikings.
Oh, I was gonna say
my flag football team. Yeah.
Cowboys.
My flag football team.
They're not a pretty old team. I don't know. It's
older.
Yeah,
it's wild when a quarterback's like, he's already 32, and you're like, wait a minute.
Like, he is old. He is 30, so you're
been in the league for 13 years now. Oh, my word. Yeah, it's crazy. But no, I'm talking about my flag football team. The babies. They're the ones that are
fine. They don't need to win. They just need to have fun and learn.
We've said it a million times. I don't care whether they win or lose. It's how they lose. Because remember the last week they lost, and I was so proud of them. I was like, I don't care that we lost. You guys played your hearts out. This last game, they really let us down in the second half. I mean, they went out there in the first half and just was dominating. I mean, we were just beating like back and forth. It was awesome. And then the second half, they forgot how to play football. And
well, they're babies. They have short-term memories. Short-term attention span. That
short-term memory loss.
That too. But sometimes Gordy remembers things, and I'm like, how?
Yeah. Yeah, wow. But this was our last week of football practice. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow is our last game, thankfully. It is at Holmes. It's at, our local high school here. And that makes it super easy because we don't have to leave an hour and a half early. Mm-hmm. We can leave 15 minutes early and be on time.
Which is nice.
Yes, very nice.
Sleep a little bit.
Sleep a little bit long, which we won't, let's be fair. We're still going to wake up at
I mean, whatever. Then you wake me up doing whatever you're doing.
Going to the bathroom?
Yeah. It's loud.
Relax, Kelly. Relax. Yeah, but
Cordy was in our room the other morning because sometimes, I don't know if we've probably talked about it so many times, but he comes into our room and like sleeps with us sometimes. And so he came the other day, and you're in the bathroom. He goes, "Oh my God, Dad!"
Hey, he ain't one to talk. That boy has some grown man business going on back there, and you walk in after him, and you're just like, oh. What on earth? I feel like it's worse than any of the other boys in the house.
And you sometimes.
I don't
I don't know what is coming out of that kid, but
he just got a healthy gut.
Holy moly. It smells so bad.
And you walk in.
It stinks up the house too. It's like he'll go in the half bath that we have in the front hallway.
And he'll leave the door
just
open.
like he'll leave the door open, it stinks up all the way into our living room and our kitchen. And I'm like, Gordy, shut the door.
Turn on the fart fan, man. And he's like, oh yeah, my bad. And runs over there. God,
we need to teach him how to courtesy flush because I had to teach you how to courtesy flush.
That's not true.
That is 100% true.
You had to remind me.
No, I had to teach you how to. You're like, what's that? No. Yes. I'm taking full credit for teaching Herm how to courtesy flush because I was like, can you please just once in between, maybe twice, every time it drops, just flush the toilet.
I feel like we're a political show with the amount of lies that are spewing out of you. That's just ridiculous. Like we're into politics now. It's wild.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. You
fake
just don't want to admit
completely
the things
fabricated.
That I teach you. And we've gone over this several times on this show.
The things you teach me.
Yeah, yes. Right. And courtesy flushing is one of them. And also, public service announcement, courtesy flush. If you're in a public bathroom, courtesy flush. If you're at home in the bathroom that's right next to the kitchen, courtesy flush. It's okay. We all poop. It's going to stink. But you know how to avoid the stink a little bit more? You courtesy flush. Every time it drops, you courtesy flush.
Avoid the stink a little bit more is you do not poop in the bathroom next to the toilet, the kitchen.
No. But here's the thing: is some places and some remember your mom's house only has one bathroom for the entire household.
Which is why I took you to the gas station to go to the bathroom.
Which is why I told you to take me to the those gas stations so I could go to the bathroom. Because I am a shy pooper, okay?
Yeah.
I poop, but I'm shy.
Sure.
But I don't mind talking about it.
Okay.
And I don't mind sending my sister pictures of it sometimes. I'm like, look at the shape that I just created.
That's unbelievable.
It is.
That is unreal. I don't even do that to my brothers. Yeah. I take that back. We do other stuff. But still.
Anyways.
It's gross.
Courtesy flush.
Yeah.
Simple.
Sure.
it saves everybody from the smell. Unless, I mean, some people enjoy their own scent. I've heard.
Wafty,
Yeah.
wafty.
But we do not. So please courtesy flush. And we need
Sure.
to teach Cordy how to courtesy flush because Lord Almighty.
You need to teach Gordy, but listen,
Oh.
he doesn't do well when it comes to teaching him, at least things like that, because again, on the football field, he'll learn on the practice field, like we're teaching him, and he'll do it. And I'll even ask him, "Hey, what are you supposed to do on this? What are you supposed to do on that?" And he's like, "I got to go to this gap, and I got to go to that gap." He's 6, and he's
so
already
cute.
telling me
He's
gaps
so cute following the gap.
because he's like,
He runs fast and gets
He's
ready
like-
for the gap.
quick feet, not fast, but quick feet.
Yeah.
He gets to the little gap, and then he's like, "Okay, ready to go." But then he'll blitz. He'll run through the defender or through the blocker, and then he doesn't know what to do. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. So then I started reminding him, okay, what do you do after you get? He goes, find the football. Well, and then I pull the flag. Okay, so let's make sure we do it all together, and we do that all the time. But then we get to the football field during the game, and I think it's stage fright. Maybe it's just fear. I don't know. Hopefully, he's got this one more game.
But I think it's funny because last game for baseball, he had 3 hits back to back after having no
Crushed him.
hits. Like pretty much
He
the whole
had
season.
like a hit.
Yeah, but
It was like the game before. He had a hit.
yes, but it was with the coach next to him tossing it up, right?
No. He had gotten
Either way,
one.
these are semantics. We're discussing.
Schematics.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is,
You're not wrong.
last game of the season for
Last game of the
baseball, he had
Went
3
off.
hits back to back, right? So hopefully he'll get 3 flags. He'll continue on his
We just need one.
pattern.
But we did tell him, hey, if you pull a flag, we'll let you come on to the podcast.
The podcast.
He'll-
So everybody out there is probably rooting for him to get a
Yeah, like,
flag,
come on, Gordy.
so he can be on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll
because he
even-
really wants to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
I might cry if he gets one though.
No, for sure.
Like that has been something he honestly is working towards, and
No,
like
he is.
the improvement from the beginning of the season where he doesn't want to play at all to like now when you take him off the field, he's like, I want to go back in. Why am I getting taken off the field?
Again.
So I take the heart sometimes over the skill. And so I'm hoping he builds his heart to it more than, and then the skill grows as well, but to the heart to
I don't
go
think
out
he
there and
lacks
work
the
hard.
skill personally. I think he lacks the confidence in, because like he's strong. He doesn't understand that he is strong, and that like he's always picking himself up on the counters, and I mean, he's got the upper body strength, but he doesn't think he does. So when he goes up against a kid that's even his size, he immediately like gets in defense mode, and rather than being aggressive and pushing the kid out of the way, he tries to brace for the push himself. So I think once he gets over that, that's when he's going to realize like, oh man, this is actually not that hard.
Mhm.
And because the skill, his speed, his all that other stuff, he's got it. It's just he's scared. And once he breaks that, he's going to be something else.
Yeah.
But we, during practice this past week, we have a tradition. I mean, we just started it last year, and I'm going to maintain it throughout my entire career. Was when we're at the last practice, we suit up the parents. We get them flags and a football, and we get them. You're going up against your own kid, and it was a lot of fun this past week to get the parents to go out there, because see, on our football field, the parents have to watch from a distance. They're not allowed on the field. Liability purposes, you don't want to get hurt. You don't know who's coming on the field. So instead of letting people on the field, we're just like, everybody's got to stay off. You guys go to the outside. It's like a fence line. So they always have to watch their kid practice from a distance. And the only thing they ever hear is me yelling at them, because if we're just talking, they can't hear it.
Mhm.
But they hear me yelling because they're like, oh, there he goes. He's yelling at my kid. Because then I always make sure that they know who I'm yelling at. I call their name, and then they get yelled at. But they got to come out and put their flags on. So a lot of the moms, I would give them head starts. So I would like wave the mom on, because I would
Yeah.
make the player face me, and then I'd blow the whistle, and then I'd have to turn around and go try to get the flag. Most of the parents were, dominating their kid.
Well,
But-
it was like you give them a head start, which I'm like, yeah. I think a lot of the moms were like way into it, which is so much fun
It's
for me to
hilarious.
see. Because we had some of the dads too that do get way into it as well, and I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I love it because for me, I've always been like, well, let the kid win.
Nope.
Like, give him some confidence. But
Never.
no, nobody wanted their kids
Absolutely
to
not.
win.
Not to the very end. One of our moms,
Everybody's like, dig up, go. Don't let him KO.
get him. Yeah.
Spin
Rip his head
moves.
off.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I think one of the dads had his dress shoes on. I'm like,
Yeah.
heck yeah.
He had his dress
Let's get
shoes.
out there.
Like he had just gotten off of
There's
work.
like spinning and like, oh, it was fun. And the kids love it.
Yeah.
The kids
It's
just
hilarious.
love that experience, getting to do it with their parents.
They were freaking out on the sideline, cheering their players on, and the parents on the other side were over here jeering them, and like, it was
Talking trash.
hilarious, but it was fun. And again, so we also allowed them to challenge the coaches. You guys, who do you want to go against? And we want to go with Coach Herm, Coach John, whatever. And most of us were completely dominating. One of them, he got me because I was going for his flag, but it's so low, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah, because they're so little.
Yeah, they're so little. Because if I go all out, I'm gonna fall on you probably, and I don't
Yeah.
need 215 pounds landing on 43 pounds. That'll be bad.
Well,
So-
see, it's fun because I'm shorter too, so going after the flag was
Yeah.
pretty easy.
Yeah, but we would even yell at them while we're doing it. I would break down in front of them. I'm like, "This is how you pull a flag," and I would make sure that they can't run around me because I'm broken down in front of them. And then I'd pull their flag, and they're just like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
But one of the moms was dominating. Our biggest kid. It's
She told me too when she went up. She's like, he told me to go easy on him, and I told him, yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, then because we have a kind of a social media mom that records all the stuff, and she was recording all of our videos. You can see on the fourth time that they went up. So it was we allowed them to pull the kids' flags, and then we put flags on them and allowed the kids to pull their flags. So it was like back forth, and you could see the video. On the last time, it was her fourth time. She had dominated him the first three. The fourth time, she was like, and like faked like she couldn't get him, and he blew past her. And she kind of smiled. I'm like, oh, you gave in. You wimp.
You can't help it.
You gave in.
And he did that. I didn't see the videos yet. I have to go see it because
he's one of our better players. He's probably the best player. He's a bigger kid. He's stronger. He's faster. He's just older. Obviously, I think he's already 8 years old. Or if not, he's gonna be 8 here real soon. And I think this is his first year playing football, and this is definitely his sport. He's one of those kids that he puts his head down and he's like, you're not going to stop me. And I love challenging him on the field because whenever he's getting like double blocked, I'll raise my hands at him from the sideline. I'm like, do you not want to play? And he's like, what? Yes, I want to play. He's like, you're out of your mind. And then next thing you know, he's in the backfield pulling flags. There you go, man. Just because you got two of them on you doesn't mean you can't get past them.
Yeah.
So he's a big kid. He's a great kid, and I really like him. So
our family that we've had this year was truly amazing.
So much fun.
So much fun. The kids, the parents, everything this year was really nice. It ran really smooth. So I'm very grateful for that because we've had some years where it's kind of rough, but this year was
the
fun.
biggest compliment for a coach, at least, is when your child has the ability to return next year and they pick you and they say, no, we want to stay with Coach Herm. And I gave this speech. I always tell them, look, man, I understand I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm a little loud, if you haven't heard. And I said, if your child is eligible to come back to my team, I would love to have them back on my team. I want to continue to develop them, keep them with their teammates. But if not, like, don't feel bad. If you say, no, I didn't like the way you yelled, or he didn't develop enough or something, go ahead, go pick a different team. Hopefully they do better over there. But talking to the parents, all of them were like, yeah, we're coming back.
Yeah.
100%. Even some of the ones that are eligible to move up are like, yeah, because they don't have to. They're allowed to stay one more year. All of them, minus one that they're just gung ho. We're gonna move the kid up, regardless of who's coaching. Everybody else was wanting to stay with us. So if that's a possibility, hopefully next season when we're talking about this, we're not talking about another loss.
Again, like I said, the losing is not a big deal.
Correct.
Because I've 100% seen these kids improve, which has been cool. And seeing their bonds build.
I'm thinking, should we do like awards?
You can. I mean,
offensive MVP, defensive MVP, and most improved
I think it's cool,
player.
like to have those, and then like things that they've improved on, right? So each kid, I really think each kid has improved. Like I've seen each kid grow in something.
Last
We
year,
could name one and see this kid grew in this kid grew in this kid grew in this, and you could go through each kid and legit from beginning to end, just kind of give them that little bit of a boost.
Last year, I would say everybody minus one kid developed. His parents were very, very nurturing, I guess. And it didn't allow me to be just a regular coach. Like I kind of felt like I also had to kind of be more considerate, I guess. I don't know what term to say, but I should have. I should have done. I should have from the very beginning. Be like, no, you're a football player. We're gonna, I'm gonna coach you to my best of my abilities. And I allowed the like his lack of effort and stuff like that to just kind of take over and say, okay, fine, whatever. And
I think last year too is kind of you getting back into coaching the littles again
oh yeah,
because you were so used to coaching the
tackle
older ones. They're already older. Was Noah and Mariano.
to where I can grab a face mask.
Yeah, and you like were you so used to the language you use with them
Right.
and the intensity you use with them that you forget that is just a little bit adjusted for the littles and how to coach the littles.
And in
And
fairness, it
so
is only a little bit adjusted.
and it is I have seen improvement from last year to this year with your coaching and the way you focus on the kids
hmm
and what you're doing and how you're teaching them.
Well, this
So
is
I'm gonna
my
give you
team.
like so much credit for that.
Last year wasn't my team.
Yeah, but I think even so, it's still an adjustment in learning and like not necessarily learning, but like remembering and going back to, oh, these guys are little again.
No, but yes, correct. But as far as when it comes to dealing with children, period, you're trying to make them better, right? Like that's the
Mm-hmm.
idea. Well, how are you going to make them better if you yourself aren't getting better?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I stay and keep doing the exact same thing that I've always done, like look at coaches nowadays, like a lot of the older coaches that refuse to go through, like I'm talking college and professionals, they refuse to adjust with the times because they're like, well, this has been tried and true and it's going to work. And then they get fired like a season later because they're almost winless and it's terrible. And it's this 30-something-year-old kid. I'm gonna call him a kid because I'm almost 40. Ew. That comes in and runs an entire $1 billion team
Mm-hmm.
and wins the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy. So yes, I am trying my best to also develop and to see what works and to not be the like I'm the coach. You have to adjust to me. You're the player. I have to adjust to you. So
Mm-hmm.
you know we have one kid that the one that we've mentioned before that he'll get pushed into the dirt and he'll just start crying and I'll tell him, hey, because he wants to go to his mom. I tell him, we're not going to go to your mom. We're playing football. He's like, okay. I'm like, get back into the drill. Okay. And then he'll run and he's still crying, but he'll run back and get back into the drill. But I would say as far as development goes, he is by far the most improved player from day one to today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he is just one. He stopped asking for his mom every practice.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge alone. And a lot of times when he does get knocked down, he'll pop back up rather than get knocked down, pop back up and cry. He'll pop back up and just kind of get back in the drill. And it takes the other day he tripped and fell, but he landed on the football. And I mean, that's gonna hurt. I don't care what level you're at, how many pads you got, it's gonna hurt. You land on the football on your stomach, it's gonna knock your air out, and it's gonna be tough. And you could see him; he was trying to gasp for air, and I said, calm him down, take a breath. He's like, okay, and he within 2 minutes, he's like, okay, and then he got back into the drill and he was ready to go. This is after getting his wind knocked out. I mean, that was super tough of him, and I appreciated him for that. He's one of the other ones that I can't wait to get on my team next year. So
Yeah.
that'll be a lot
Well,
of fun.
and it's a lot of like them getting past to your intimidation. Because
Okay, so yeah, thank you for bringing that up because I don't personally see that, nor do I try to ever have that persona unless it's absolutely necessary. If, in my opinion, if it's absolutely necessary, like somebody's coming in and they're like the puffy chest and they're like, I'm ruling this room. That's when I will puff back, if you will,
Sure.
and I'll be the one that's like, no, that's not how it works around here.
No, but I think it is similar to the RBF that we were talking about last episode.
But
It's
I don't have that.
yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I
No,
got a regular face.
No, yours looks like you're upset and bored. Majority of the time, you look like you're not interested. You're upset and bored.
Maybe it's the beard.
No, even before the beard.
I don't believe you.
No, and it was always just sometimes it's funny, and we were sitting in a call this morning,
hmm
and I was watching you, and the way you were sitting there, I was like, "Oh, he looks scary." Like, and then sometimes when they take pictures, or when we were on set or in the recording studio the other day,
Mhm.
when we were co-hosting, some of the pictures they were taking of you just sitting there like, all just stone faced, like
I prefer the term stoic because
mm,
it's just down to business.
sure.
And a lot of the times, let's be fair, I am not
Just
down to
because I
business.
don't know 100% what stoic
You need to
means.
Google it.
I'm just thinking
You-
like a statue is when I think of stoic.
Sure, sure.
But that they're more
But
like
what?
head up, looking to the side, looking at the stars,
But it's very
maybe hand underneath the chin.
no. Okay, relax, Napoleon Dynamite. Uh, sure, so similar to a statue, if you will, but it
Well,
has come to my attention recently that when my kids bring their friends over, whether it's a boy or girl, it doesn't matter. They tell their friends, um, basically, hey, just FYI, my dad or stepdad, um, he's kind of scary looking, just so you know. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? I get it, Layla. She was dating a boy back last year, and she told him he's kind of scary looking, just FYI. That's fair because that is when the intimidation comes out, and I am going to get big, and I am going to be like, if you be mean to my daughter, I'm going to be mean to you, type of thing. And yes, it is that's understandable. But then she tells me that she told one of her girlfriends that was coming over, and she's like, just FYI, my dad's kind of scary, so just so that you're aware, like he's not, but he's kind of scary. And I'm like,
but
what?
he is.
But when on earth? So I was like, when did I get there? Because I've always been like the
You've
class
always
clown,
been there.
but I've always been a goofball. I've always been just try to make
Who
everybody
hurt
laugh.
you?
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
I never knew my real father. So it was always me to be a gesture, if you will, comedic and funny. And I feel like something like that doesn't come off as scary.
So like I'm rewinding, right?
Go ahead.
Back in time. I'm thinking of like when we first met. You were always kind of like the goofball, the happy, the jokester.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when you get into like you're serious, like you start to it's maybe serious. I don't know. Like you do kind of switch, right? You're laughing, giggly, da, 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 and then all of a sudden you're like, this just changes into your stoic.
I think this one must be nurture. Nature versus nurture.
Mhm,
My stepdad, when he would answer the phone
mhm,
back when we had landlines and they had to ask for me,
mhm.
oh, can I talk to David? And they'd get on. My stepdad would answer the phone, hello, and everybody's like, oh my god, why is he's got a really deep voice?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, hold on, and then in Spanish, David, loud,
Mhm.
and then I'd go get the phone. They're like, hey, is your dad mad or what's going on? And I'm like, and I look over at him, I'm like, we just having coffee. I don't think so.
That is definitely a nurture thing
Yeah,
because you do that. I would make fun of you because when you
yeah.
answer
You
the
say,
phone, sometimes you always get really, hello,
yeah.
yep, what?
Unless I'm unless I'm talking to like one of my friends, I'm like, "Hi, what are you doing?" But that's because I know who's calling. But if I don't know who's calling, I'm like, "Hello, who's this? What do you want?"
Uh-huh.
Because I do want to make it very like, you are not welcome here.
Yeah, your voice definitely. I mean, I think it does change definitely when you're talking or you're not sure who you're talking to.
Yes,
Um, or depending on who you're talking to and the energy and what you're giving in your tone.
but I feel like I don't have a customer service voice like you do.
Do I have a customer service voice?
Yes, you do. Whenever you're like, "Hi, this is Christine," and
Oh,
I
when I'm
just
talking to
yes,
you.
you have a customer service voice. Me, I don't feel like I'm like, "Yeah, what's up? How's it going?"
Although when it's spam, which I got to be careful because we're getting a lot of contacts now. So a lot of people have my number that I don't have their number saved. And what I like to do sometimes with the telemarketers when they call and it says spam likely, right? So
Mhm.
I'll be like, hello. And it's quiet on the end there. You're sitting there. It's quiet. I'm like, hello. It's quiet. I'm like, you can play this game. And I sit there in
And you just
silence
sit there in
until they hang
silence with
up.
them. Yeah, and then they finally hang up.
And they finally hang up. Um, but
I remember the first time you said that you were on the phone. You're like, "Two can play this game." I'm like, "Who are you talking to? What is happening right now?" It's just, I don't know. It's spam. Okay.
I
Yeah.
just gotta be careful if it's somebody just trying to get a hold of me and maybe their mic is not working or it's on mute or something. They're
But
trying to
that's
talk to me.
probably like you can't call someone on mute.
I mean,
You have to
sometimes when
call
you go
someone
into a
and
Zoom
then
call,
mute it.
it goes in on mute, right?
Sure, but that doesn't happen on a regular phone
But what
call.
if your cheek accidentally hit the mute
I
button?
fat your cheek.
Um,
Oh yeah.
It's on your cheek. It's literally
Yeah.
the phone's literally resting on your cheek, which is funny because I'm doing like the old school
Yeah.
phone hand
Yeah.
signal, right?
instead
of the flat hand, because if you ask somebody nowadays, like or like a kid, okay, how would you answer the call? They do it with the flat hand to their
Mm-hmm.
ear, whereas back in the day,
You had
we
to
would
do
answer. You have the little
the
head,
hang
the
loose.
hang loose up to the ear, right? Which is so funny. You talk about that, but
You're old.
I think when the kids come over to you, depending on who it is and depending on who you're bringing and depending on how drunk you are, um, determines on your attitude towards them and the people coming in.
I disagree.
No, it really does
When
depend on
our
your
kids
attitude.
bring friends over,
Mm-hmm.
I feel I'm
Mm-hmm.
very pleasant. I'm very welcoming. I'm like, hi, how's it going? Come on in. Like yesterday, Mariano had
A friend come
a
over.
friend come over, and
Mm-hmm.
we knew her before they were quote unquote talking. But she comes over, she gives me a hug, and I'm like, hey, there's pizza. Get a plate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But the way you like you're watching the game, hey, there's pizza if you want. Like instead of being, hey, hi, how are you? How are things going? Like there, you sometimes answer like, hey, what are you guys up to? What are you doing? Um, but to like depends on what you're doing and how you're feeling and all those things, which is true amongst all other things.
for
But
those of you not watching on YouTube, my face is
the
very not
dog's showing.
stoic.
The
Very,
dog is showing in his
very not
forehead.
stoic. Very like
The dog we were talking about earlier. You couldn't see it.
Speaking of dogs, remember when Bevo always just had that like real confused look on his face when he turned his head sideways and he's
Uh-huh.
like, "What is happening right now?"
Uh-huh.
That's how I feel right now when I'm just like, I just don't know a time that I walk in and I'm just like, "Hey everybody, how's everyone doing?"
There's
And
several times. I
I
bet you
just feel
people
like I'm
listening right now are like, yeah, you do that.
okay. You know what? Comment below.
Yeah,
But I want to because personally I feel like I'm very even even keel.
sure. No, you're not. It's funny. I would love to see the version of you that plays in your head
Oh, you don't want
sometimes.
to see that guy? It's gross,
Because you're like, "Oh, I don't do that. I'm
right?
not like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, you do."
I don't
And you're
talk
like,
like that.
"Absolutely not. I'm not. That's not me." I'm like, "Yeah, that happens sometimes, buddy."
Again, political show. I can't control your lies.
Can't.
I can't control what comes out of your mouth. So, I just have to sit
Uh,
here and plead the fifth.
so stoic, I actually looked it
I
up
know I'm
because I was
watching you. I see
interested
your computer.
in it. And also some statues came up.
Right.
But specifically these Greek and Roman.
Yeah, I was going to say Greece.
I know I read it and it says Greece, Greek and Roman statues, but it says Stoic is a person who can endure pain or hardship without showing their feelings or complaining.
Stoic.
So yes, I would say Stoic because you do you hide your feelings a lot.
But, okay, now we're going to go that route. But we talk about the the fact that you see my face and you're like, oh, it's RBF as you call it.
hmm
I disagree, but it is one of those like you can't tell what's going on.
Right.
Happy, sad, mad. When I
It's
am
true. It's true.
when I am it's how many times Layla as a child would come up and sit next to me and she's like, "Why are you mad?" I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" She's like, "You."
hmm
But I'm not mad. Because why is your face like that? I don't know, baby. It's my face. Like it's the one I was born with. I don't know how to do anything different.
Which is funny because too, like for me, I when I look and read people a lot, I'm looking at their faces. So I'm trying to gauge because I'm an empath, right?
Mm-hmm.
What they're feeling.
Yeah.
So you put me in a room or a group of people and I'm constantly scanning and I'm like, "Oh, that person looks upset or that person is, and I'm or like you say something. And maybe this is like a lot of overthinking as I'm speaking this. I'm like, "You're an overthinker, so you're probably, not in
Making
your
up your
situation."
own
But anyways,
narrative in your head.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So with you a
He's
lot of the
probably
times I was the
sad.
same. I would look at you and I'm like, "Why is he mad right now? He looks mad." And then you talk to him, you're like, "Oh no, I'm fine." So it's like, okay, maybe you're in theta. I'm like, "You're lying. There's something wrong with you."
Yeah, you're like, what's the matter with you? I mean, I
Yeah.
could use a beer, but other than that, I'm pretty good.
And it's to me too, I'm always so like conscious.
Nailed it.
I'm like conscience, no, conscious. That
Are
didn't
you
sound
my
right. Are
conscience?
you my conscience? Of like how my face is when I'm in like someone's presenting, right? Or someone's speaking to me as far as like directly, right?
Oh, so you're not like
Right, because I always try to be the person that is, I am listening. I am giving you the attention. I'm so when I speak, I hope to get that back because if they're not, I'm like, nobody cares. They're not listening. It's like
there,
a lot of my overthinking.
but it's
But
true.
really, it's your face.
My face.
Your face.
Hmm.
It's your
I
face
mean,
that does it.
I try to keep my face as normal as possible. And I think that's probably it. It's just I try to not. I don't even think I try. It's just there. I don't know, man. What am I going to tell you? It's just I'm not mad. I don't understand why people think I'm intimidating. Doesn't make any sense. I'm always trying to crack jokes. But here we are.
It depends how drunk you are.
Oh. On a day-to-day,
However many beers you've had.
whatever.
And that day,
Today. I have had 0 today, so.
it's just getting started.
But I will try to intimidate and ensure that I am the quote-unquote alpha male of the household is when it comes to anything like drinking, smoking, drug use, any of that stuff, right? In my house.
Yeah, you're going to intimidate.
It's not going to happen.
Right.
Like, if you're of age, it's a different story. But even in that case, like, I wouldn't allow Noah to come to the house and just start puffing cigarettes, right? He's more than old enough. I'm like, you better get the heck out of here with this. Get out of your mind. But especially a 16-year-old, especially our 16-year-old, to come in here and just leave a vape on my dresser.
Yeah.
I about ripped my shirt off and was like,
it's not on our dresser. It was on one of our it's
table.
A mueble.
Mueble.
A mueble.
Just a piece of furniture.
A piece of furniture that I have stuff on the entryway by the stairs.
Yeah.
I put like little decorative, like right now I put all the Halloween stuff on it.
Yeah.
I might get a picture.
This boy has the audacity to bring a vape into my house.
I get a picture and he's like, "This is a vape," like upset.
Yeah.
And I'm
I didn't send you the picture until after I realized that it was in fact not a vape. That's when I sent you the picture, and I was like, I almost killed your kid.
Yeah, I was getting to that.
Nope, you sent it that I said that it was a vape, but it wasn't a vape. I figured it out before I sent you the vape.
Right.
Because it wasn't a vape.
I was trying to build it up, so because everybody's like,
oh
my God, he brought out a vape, and we didn't even give them a chance to freak out. Like, because grandma was probably listening, and like
no, trust me, she
my
freaked
grandson.
I've already said he brought a vape. He has the audacity to bring a vape. There's a vape in my house. There was not a vape in my house.
There was not.
There was serious. Not. You have no idea. When I walked in, and this thing it looked like a vape. I turned it around. It says like Coach on it. It's a cologne. It's a little bottle of cologne. And I even removed the cap and smelled it just to make sure it was actually not some incognito vape that he's like, ha, sucker. So
like, had the audacity to leave it out for everybody to see. You're so brave. You're so brave, aren't you?
So brave.
And then you're like, oh, it's cologne.
Yeah. And then you smell it and it does smell like him. And you're like, okie dokie. So, and I even told him when he got, because he wasn't home at the time that it happened.
Because he had just cleaned out his car. That's why he was doing that. Yeah.
I would have lost my mind because at that point, that's when I said, had he been home, I would have yelled for him and been like, get your.
Before figuring out it was cologne.
100%.
Oh, that would have been so much funnier.
That would have been way better. Because then he would have been like, it's a cologne. Quick story. Fun story. When I was a kid, my brother and I used to share a room, my older brother. And we worked together at Taco Villa. And we were told, be home by, I don't know, 11, whatever, after work, you know. And we usually worked fairly late, especially as teenagers. We're getting off at like 11, 12, 1. And we get home, me and my brother get home, and we go to lay down. And we have like a little TV in the middle of the room where we're watching. And whatever's on, we literally weren't even, because I think he was on the phone with his girlfriend. I was texting a girl. And
what girl?
Yeah, what's her name? Who was it?
Anyways.
And so then all of a sudden, I get a phone call. And it's my mom. Mind you, my room was immediately next to my mom's room.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in bed. She's like, no, you're not. And I'm in bed. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And she goes, come to my door. All right. So I stand up, take the 8 steps to her bedroom, walk over, and I look in. And her door wasn't even closed, which is the funny part. The door wasn't even closed. I look in, and I'm like, I give her a wave while I'm on the phone. I'm like, this is me. This is me at your door. This is me waving at you. She's like, well, where's your brother? Look over to the bedroom, and I'm like, he's right there. Tell him to come to the door. Like, Andrew, she wants you to come to the door. He's like, what? She goes, never mind. And she hangs up the phone, and I'm like, what on earth happened? Apparently, when we got home from work, we always try to be quiet because, I mean, we know everybody's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
we were too quiet, and my stepdad didn't wake up, and of course my mom was asleep too. And we get in there, and we're laying down. We didn't do anything different either. We weren't even like trying to be sneaky or nothing. And I guess when he woke up, that he was like, "The boys aren't home yet." I didn't hear him come in. The boys aren't home yet. And my mom was like, "Are you sure?" So instead of getting
Just
up
walking over
and walking the 8 steps from their bedroom to our bedroom and just looking into the door and seeing, oh, the door's closed, there's light underneath because the TV's on, at minimum to be like, well, I mean, their TV's on, so I mean, they're probably,
I would have just knocked.
right? Because we didn't have apps.
Hmm.
I couldn't have turned the TV on from, an app and be like, haha, I got them.
Don't give our kids any ideas.
No, no kidding. But I mean, we have Life 360, but we didn't have none of that stuff. And instead of doing that, they called. But that's what reminded me. It would have been me just yelling at him and saying, "What the heck is this?" And instead of just like, "Oh, it's a cologne."
It's
Yeah.
gone. That's funny because like the story yesterday, Gordy comes in our room and is like, "Dad, brother needs you," and we're like, "What? What's going on?" "He needs you. The garage door isn't closing."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, which happens sometimes. The garage door
Yeah.
doesn't close, or like
It's happened a couple times.
yeah, the
which we've fixed
electricity,
it
you have
since.
to like go in and do things. So
Yep.
he's like, oh, gets up, and then I'll let you tell the rest of the story because
I'm walking out to the garage because I'm like, I'm irritated that something else is going on with the house. We got a brand new house, like all these things. The what do you call it? Little gremlins that are in your wiring or whatever, and you're trying to figure it out. So I'm going out there, and as I'm doing that, I hear the door close, and he's walking in with a trash can, and I'm like, "Well, what happened?" He goes, "No, nothing. Never mind. I figured it out." I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, and he holds up the trash can, which he took out
yeah, because he was going to take the trash out.
because he was taking the trash out. He was washing, cleaning the kitchen, and he's like, "This was in the way." I'm like, "Of the garage? Like it was in the way of the sensors?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So what happened was he was rolling in the large trash cans to the backyard. Well, you can't do it with something in your hand, right? So he put the thing down, and he was on his phone texting probably some girl, and wasn't paying attention. Then he left the trash can in the way. So he's sitting there pushing the button, and all it's doing is blinking at him like I can't close because there's something in the way, and it's blinking. And he's like, "Will you go call your dad? Like this thing is broken." And then he looked over, and the trash can was there, and he's like, "Oh, never mind. I figured it out." Yeah, but instead of like actually going and checking first, he's like, "Go get help. Go get help." Your children, man.
I know.
I would call that's your kids.
Well, with age comes knowledge, right?
Okay.
Right.
So hopefully
Like
next
you.
time he goes to try to push the button and it does that, he's gonna be like, "Well, there must be something in the way
Yeah,
of the sensors.
exactly. You learn.
Let me investigate first,
Yeah.
and then I'll do it." Yeah.
But I say that because you're coming up on 40,
No.
sir. You and all your friends.
No, well, all my friends are. Yeah,
You
all
and
my
all your friends.
old butt friends, Josh, Desmond. Happy birthday, boys.
They're big milestones
Way
coming up
older
for
than
y'all.
I am.
Yeah, a month, 2 months. In the next quarter, we have 3 big birthdays coming up.
Actually, Desmond's not even a month. It's like I think it's 15 days.
Yeah.
Something
But,
like that.
and
But you know what's going to happen after he turns 40? I will yet to be 40.
This is true.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I say that with my friend Ashley, my best friend. I'm like, her birthday is, same 15 days from mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're old. You'll always be older than me.
So when she turns 40, you're going to be like, what does it feel like?
Yeah.
I have no idea because I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I'm not there
Yep.
yet. But yeah, we were talking about your 40th,
Sure.
and as much as I want to have a surprise party because you hate surprises,
Hate surprise parties.
I was like, fine, I'll tell you. And for you, it's like really difficult to celebrate your birthdays
It was a thing.
or anything for you, truly. Like you don't want to celebrate your own successes, your own milestones, your own
because
things
they're not
that are happening in your life.
celebrate worthy.
They are all celebrate worthy.
Well, to you, because you're all
To
like
everybody.
chipper and whatnot. My birthday is 2 weeks before Christmas.
Mhm.
And when you grow up with not a ton of money, it's a difficult thing to celebrate 2 back-to-back events.
Mhm.
Mind you, we just had Thanksgiving on top of all of that. So it's I don't recall having a birthday party where my memories were retainable. So ever since, I would say probably 7 or 8.
Are you talking like party or like what about like birthday dinners and cakes?
Sure, at the house.
Okay.
But I mean, we didn't
So-
have any family in Odessa. So
But
it
that
was
was
just
like,
us.
so it was like a birthday celebration, but with just your family.
It wasn't ignored. They weren't like, sucks to suck nerd. But it
Right.
wasn't
Well,
like,
so I'm just,
invite all your
I'm
friends and we're going to get a jumpy
acknowledging
castle.
that they didn't say, okay, we're not going to do anything. You had a cake and a dinner and
Sure.
things like that. Maybe a present.
But compared to what our kids get,
Right. It's a different
it's a different dynamic. But
it's a different dynamic. Just because I had birthday parties growing up, like we had family and bigger families around. You
Correct.
really didn't have a big family
For
around
everybody.
you. And the only reason I had big parties like that was because I had family. The majority of the people that came to my birthday parties were all the family that lived in town.
Of course.
So you were still celebrated.
But you also had cousins that were your age.
Right. But
So
that's
they
what I'm
brought
saying.
them.
But I'm saying it's all family, where you didn't have the luxury of having family around you to like have celebrations like that.
Agreed. But
so
I did
then
go to school.
why though do you feel, I guess the connection is you were still celebrated. So it wasn't that you weren't celebrated. You just don't like the fact of having like a big party?
No, so for me, like when I try to do stuff for you,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very grandiose. It's very like we're going to. I'm like I literally invite people to fly in from different cities, like states, and bring them to you. To this year, we're taking you to Disneyland.
No, let's be fair. I'm trying to look up what grandiose means.
Oh my word!
I just want to be informed.
Yeah. You just want to go ahead.
Impressive and imposing in appearance or style.
Would you say
Excessive or grand or ambitious.
would you say that for the most part I try to be grandiose when it comes to your celebrations and your things?
Sure, I do. But I don't need the grandiose.
It's not about the need of anything. Like
Mhm,
even
mhm.
with the kids.
Says the guy that had just said that it's not about that.
Okay. To me, I'm trying to be PC, if you will. It's like memory serving here. It's hey, it's your birthday. Here's your gift. Here's your cake. We'll see you later. That's what it felt like from what I remember. It could be different. Like you say all the time. Well, you remember it one way, I remember it another way. That's the way I've always remembered my birthdays. It's never been like, oh, we're gonna celebrate, and it's like let's go to dinner. Let's go. It was always at home, and it was something small and done and done. At the same time, I don't recall what we did for my brothers. I think it was probably very similar because you figure if it was something big and whatever, it was, it would have been more memorable, I guess. But for me, that's how I remember my birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
So anything above that, I'm like, what are you doing?
But that's what I'm saying is you don't. But the reasoning behind doing it grandioso now, or me wanting to do it now,
Grandiose.
Is because you're not used to it or you don't want it.
I'm not used to it, and I've never liked the attention. It's weird because I've never liked the attention on me, but I'm always the one that's like center of the party, the life of the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm always the one in the middle of a
Unless
crowd.
it's your
like,
party.
What up? Huh?
Unless it's your party.
Right.
But,
I almost had a panic attack in my retirement ceremony.
Yeah, which is crazy. Because like.
I literally perform. I do karaoke. I do the national anthem for people. Like I'm one that does not shy away from things like that. But for whenever it's for me.
So then why don't we do you and I like a birthday party and do one party for the two of us because our birthdays are December, January.
Sure.
So find something,
I'm just going to turn that into a year party.
No, but because I'm thinking like our wedding. That was an us party. And it was one of the best parties. And you didn't get, I mean, it's a wedding, so you're a little anxious and.
Say what you want. Weddings are for the women.
No,
weddings are for the bride.
But listen, it was together. It was celebrating us.
I fully understand what you're saying.
It was fully around celebrating both of us.
But there's a reason why all of us were standing at the altar waiting on you.
No, but I'm talking about the party.
But what I'm saying is that entire celebration was literally celebrating you.
You can accept it. You're not willing to accept it.
I'm gonna give you some what do you call it? arguments, I guess, for lack of a better term. Me and all my groomsmen wore the same tux, minus the cummerbund or the vest or whatever, right?
That was by your choice.
Hold on. We wore the same thing, right?
By your choice.
Hold on. All your bridesmaids wore the same thing.
Except for Ashley.
Same style dress, right? You, in that very pretty, it was, you were the belle of the ball.
But it wasn't my party. It was our party.
Ay, chiquita.
Our
Pobrecita.
party. Our party.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. You're ignoring the point of this conversation. And the point of the conversation is, why can't you accept that you want...
I don't know. Let me talk to my therapist and I'll get back to you. That's the whole idea of going.
I want to celebrate. We want to celebrate you.
Sure.
And I'm trying to like find a way
and then also
that you'd feel comfortable celebrating you.
Keep in mind also, while I was in the Air Force, there was years of me working my tail off, hours after hours, like just getting beat up, putting my body through all kinds of crap, and then getting a high five.
On your birthday?
No, I'm saying as a celebration of your hard work. Here's your celebration. You got a high five. Good job, boys. And that's it. And then I became a recruiter, and for me doing my job properly, they're like, that was amazing. And then I would get like an award.
Okay, so I go back to the question.
What I'm saying is, for the whole beginning, it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm getting a birthday. It's a birthday. Like, good for you.
But here, separate all of that.
Sure.
Right now. Separate it all.
All right, ready? Separate it.
Right. Don't think of any of that. Don't think of the past. Don't think of any of those things. Do you want to be celebrated?
No.
Do you need to be celebrated?
Nope.
So if no one ever told you you're doing a good job or happy birthday, would that affect you?
I doubt it.
Separate everything. If it was your birthday.
Okay. What am I separating? Hold on.
Don't think of your past.
What did I miss?
Don't think of the past. Don't think of how you were raised. Don't think of the Air Force. Don't think of anything. Think of right now. Right? If it was your birthday.
Yep.
And nobody said anything to you. Not a Facebook message. Not anything.
Sure.
You didn't get one happy birthday. How would that make you feel?
The first year, I'd be like,
no, stop.
On. The first year, I'd be like, dang, really? But then years after that.
Don't stop.
But years after that, I'd be
stop. Like, I'm trying to, you're complicating it. Don't overthink it. Think of right now.
But you can't eliminate.
Yes, stop. Think of it. So you would be upset. You'd be kind of sad.
Sure.
Yeah, you'd be like, wow, no one said anything to me.
Okay.
So it does affect you. If someone doesn't acknowledge it. Yes.
But you have to separate.
Just say yes.
But you have to, if you're separating everything that's happened to today, then the answer would be no. Because then
but that's what I'm saying.
If we're separating, because I'm used to birthday messages.
Deflect.
And I'm used to you being like, I'm gonna do a birthday and whatever.
Deflect.
It wasn't until I was 20 years old that I had a legitimate friends invited type of birthday party. I was 20. And it was all my Air Force buddies.
I get all of it. I get your past. I get all the things that happened. I'm saying we love to bring our past always into our future as a way to explain.
Do you know what we did when I was 19? When I turned 19?
Wait. No, I'm trying to get you forward right now in this moment. Right now. Right now.
Nothing.
Ay, chiquitito.
Almost.
Anyways. I think you answered it and everybody saw it. Yes.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, because if you're eliminating what you told me to eliminate and separate, then the answer would be no, because then it would just be a regular day.
You already answered it truthfully. You can't change your answer.
But
you can't go back and say no, because in the moment when it was raw, it matters to you.
Raw?
It matters to you. And that's okay. It can matter. You can admit it matters to you.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that, whatever things you're trying to deflect.
Nobody's deflecting anything.
You are so deflecting.
You're
it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Whatever.
But we all love you.
Sure.
Babe.
Love you too.
You're very loved. Herm, the world loves you. We love you. You're amazing. And you deserve to be celebrated. We want to celebrate you. People like to party with you and celebrate with you.
Of course people like to party with me.
So let us celebrate
I'm
you.
hilarious. Who wouldn't want to party with this? Lames. That's who doesn't. If you don't want to party with me, lame.
Oh,
That's all I got to say about that.
well, I love you.
I love you too, babe.
And
Thanks.
you're worth celebrating.
I disagree.
Let us celebrate you. Well, see, there you go.
No.
Deflect.
Well, I'm going to deflect with one, to me, very, very important deflection, is that today is the last day that I will have a non-adult daughter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you're going to cry. Don't do it.
Don't. Jerk.
If you do it, I do it. If you do it, I do it.
Layla turns 18 tomorrow.
I know.
It's the worst day of my life. I guess second to worst day of my life.
The first was when she was born.
That one was the worst. Yeah. So I'm like, dang it, it is a girl. Dang it. Even though they told me 13 times the ultrasounds. And I was like, check
think
again.
I've been trying to avoid thinking about it to not get emotional.
Uh-huh.
Because then I don't want to get emotional about it.
Sure.
Try to separate myself from the feeling so I don't like.
Luckily, I don't think she actually listens to this. So it doesn't really matter. Because I even told her, I was like, do you listen to our podcast? She's like, you guys got a podcast?
She listens to the reels.
The reels, yeah.
So maybe if we create a reel of this,
sure, and
she'll like it.
Right, it'll be. But I remember, it was 2007 when she was born, and we were living. I was stationed at Luke Air Force Base in Phoenix, Arizona, and they were still. I think they had just finished building the new Cardinals Stadium. And there was this giant hospital right next door, and we just happened to be close to there. So we get there, and I remember her mom at the time was like, my back hurts and my belly hurts. And the doctor said if this was happening at the same time, we should probably go in. And I was like, you don't seem hurt.
You were expecting like the movies.
Of course. My water broke.
Yeah.
This is my first, even though she wasn't my first child, this is my first experience with babies, right? So I had just gotten out of a 13-hour shift, I think.
Ooh.
And in Phoenix right now, it's still 100 degrees, at least high 90s. So it was hot. And it was, I'm working outside, and it was very tiring. So I get there, and she's like, I think this, and she had a daughter at the time. So we didn't have a babysitter or anything. So we called her mom, was like, hey, we're going to go to the hospital to just kind of be on standby just in case, because tomorrow is her due date. So, I mean, just in case. So we get in there, and she's not like, ow, or nothing. She's like, And we get there, we register her, we get her checked in because we had already pre-registered. We get her checked in, and the doctor comes out, and she's like, yeah, you guys are having this baby tonight. And I was just like, what? Where did this come from? But I had to wait outside with my ex stepdaughter, and until her grandparents showed up, which was, I don't know, an hour or so. Because I mean, this was already late. This is probably 11 o'clock at night, and so I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like freaking out, like, what? I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, this is crazy. Picked her up. We got to go inside. The baby comes out. She comes out at 3:31 in the morning. Let's keep in mind, I had been at work 13 hours prior to this. This was another, I don't know, 6 hours past. So I'm already up for almost 24 hours. And after the baby comes, and they ended up taking her, I pass out on the couch, the little floor thing we got. And I get ridiculed because it's like, oh, look, somebody's resting. Look, you're all good to go. And I'm like, I just did. Anyways, I guess you did have a baby, so whatever. The worst part about that was, I remember what made me into the supervisor that I am today is I called, because this was Thursday night. I didn't take Friday off for paternity. I took that starting Monday. And I called my work center, and I was like, hey, we had our baby last night. I'm not on leave today. Like, I'm not wanting to come into work. And they were basically like, well, you're not on leave, so. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, we just had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like my toe hurts. Like, a human being was born. And it took a lot of back and forth between the supervisors to finally be like, it's fine. He can take the day off. Which blows my mind that something like that with them, because again, that's just not the type of person I am. I would have It wouldn't have even been a question. I would have been telling them, you're staying your butt home. Go take care of your family. Go take care of what you need to take care of, and then we'll see you when you get back. That's it. And she came in, and she was a tiny little baby with the biggest head in the world. She was always in the 0th percentile with everything, and 100th percentile with the size of her head because she has a dome. And she got her daddy's ears. Luckily, she's a girl. She got long hair. She'd cover them up. But she's the most beautiful little girl in the world. And I'm going to cry. Ugh. And I will not be okay tomorrow.
No. She's still daddy's girl, though.
Mm-hmm.
Always will be.
Yeah.
Always has been.
Try to get some air in there.
I know. I'm like, you want me to start playing a diamond? Playing Diamonds and Daughters for you?
Yep. Thanks. Just cue it up with Aaron Watson.
Cue it up.
Yep.
I'm just going to put a whole playlist of daddy-daughter songs together for tomorrow.
Yeah, that works.
You just cry your eyes out the whole day.
Yep.
It's going to be worse, I think, when she
gets married.
Leaves for college. For me, that is.
That day for sure, but it's not like a...
Well, remember we dropped off Noah at the airport? I just started, we left, and I just started bawling. I was good up until that point, and the second we left, I was just, bawling when he left. I think it's going to be the same because, she's turning 18 tomorrow, but she's still living with us, so I'm still, here. I still have her. She's still with us. But then it's the second they leave me that I'm like, I can't.
I would imagine it's going to be a little bit easier for us when we drop her off, only because it's not going to be like we're dropping you off and we're leaving. We're going to go get her set up. We're probably going to be there for a couple of days because your sister lives out there.
The second I drive away.
Okay.
I'm telling you it's going to happen. Because that's when they're gone to me. They're like, they're not with me anymore. They're not
dependent.
Not dependent, but they're not under my little blanket of care anymore, and that's hard for me. But
that's fair. At least she's not leaving the country.
This is true. But even so, she's leaving the country. Whenever they're not here, they leave the country. Whenever I think Mariano went up to his camp, and I was like, oh, he's not here. Whenever we leave them, it's the same thing. I feel like they're not here.
Not me.
I know. But anyways.
No, but happy birthday to my bubby.
Yes, happy birthday, bubby.
18. I hate it. You're gross. Love you with all my heart. Anyways, with all that said, before I start to cry, we ran this one a little long, but hey, you know what? That needed to be added for my baby. And I don't know what you guys got going on, but y'all got to get out of here.
Well, I want to mention before they get out of here is we have sponsorship spots now.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
We got sponsorship spots.
I know you got all emotional. You forgot.
I did, man. Dang it. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay.
I love that's my only daughter, bro. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Yeah. This show is now sponsored. We have our first sponsor.
Woo.
And it is someone we are very close to. It is Beautiful Sunday Marketing Collective?
Yes. Beautiful Sunday Marketing Collective.
Beautiful Sunday.
Yes.
Marketing
Help
Collective.
Elevate your brand with beautiful design, social media content.
This show would not be possible without Beautiful Sunday Marketing Collective. Thank you for all you do for us.
Yes.
And all your support for Herm's House Podcast.
Who is in charge of our social media content and our
designs.
And
is now going to be using me as their client to try to make me less of an
Building
ogre
brands.
and me more of a buildable brand. So check out Beautiful Sunday Marketing Collective. It's on Instagram. Got a website.
Working on it.
Working on a website. But we're on Instagram.
But Instagram also just contact me.
And just reach out to us and we can get you in there for all your marketing needs. But with that said, you guys don't gotta stay. Or what is it? You ain't gotta go home. I'm thrown off. You ain't gotta go home.
Look at all.
But you gotta get the heck out of here because we got stuff to do. I gotta go get ribs ready for tomorrow's birthday party. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.